Hi students, today I am going to discussing about conservation of linear momentum. So what is the meaning of conservation of linear momentum means Rana? We know from Newton's second law, the external force F is equal to, we can write as the dp by dt. Rate of change of linear momentum, that is called as the external force Rana. So if external force is 0, external force acting on the body is 0, that means there is no external force. So in that case we can write as here dp by dt is equal to 0. Differentiation of any quantity is 0, that means that quantity is said to be constant. Here p is equal to constant. What is p now here? P is the momentum. Momentum means we can write as here mass into velocity is equal to constant. When external force acting on the body is 0, the momentum of the system remains constant. No external force, momentum remains constant. That is the law of conservation of linear momentum. So on this principle, Nana, we have some applications. That is nothing but Nana, gun problem and explosion of the bomb. Simple problems but important for NEET and also mains Nana C. So just remember, when no external force, momentum of the system remains constant. For example, just I am taking a gun of mass capital, gun mass capital, and a bullet Nana, bullet mass I am taking as the small m. So here bullet is there, inside the gun a bullet is there, the bullet mass is I am taking as the small m, and the gun mass is capital. So before firing Nana here, both are at rest, that means velocity is 0. So momentum of the system before firing is 0. After firing Nana, the bullet is moving in forward direction, gun is moving in backward direction with some less velocity Nana. So you know clearly, when fire bullet from the gun, bullet moving forward, that is action, gun recoiling back. Recoiling means Nana backward direction. So every action has equal and opposite reaction according to Newton's third law. So in that way, for example, bullet is moving with velocity v. I am taking as a v1. What is the recoiling speed of the gun? So I am taking recoiling speed of the gun, I am taking v2. So now the velocity can be calculated by using the law of conservation of linear momentum. So here no external force is there. The firing is here due to internal forces. No external force, that means momentum remains constant. Momentum before firing is equal to momentum after firing. So what is the momentum before firing? 0, because both are at a rest now. After firing, bullet is moving with some velocity. That's why the momentum of the bullet m into v1 plus momentum of the gun Nana, mass into its velocity. I am taking as here v2. Momentum of the bullet, momentum of the gun after firing. So from this we got Nana here, send this side. M into v2 is equal to minus m into v1, or m into v1 is equal to minus m into v2. That means Nana here bullet is moving in forward direction, the gun is moving in opposite direction. That minus indicates direction only Nana. So what is the velocity? Recoiling velocity of the gun, that means backward direction velocity. So from this you can write as here v2 is equal to m into v1 by capital. Here minus is there, no problem, put minus. Minus indicates opposite direction. So that is the gun problem Nana. What is the ratio of the velocities of the gun and bullet? So from this you can write as here v2 by v1 is equal to minus m by m, small m by capital. The small m is mass of the bullet, capital M is mass of the gun Nana. For example, a bullet of mass I am taking as here 0.5 kg, sorry 0.5 grams, or you can take as here 5 grams as your wish Nana. So I am taking Nana here mass of the bullet is 0.5 grams and mass of the gun is I am taking as here 5 kg Nana. When bullet is firing from the gun, the bullet is moving with velocity I am taking as here 200 meter per second. Bullet is moving with the speed of 200 meter per second. Then what is the recoiling velocity of the gun? So by using this formula, recoiling velocity V2 is equal to mv1 by Kepler. Momentum of the bullet by mass of the gun are here. So before firing, momentum; after firing, momentum of the system remains constant. With that we got formula. So substitute here. I am going to calculate in here recoiling velocity of the gun. So that is equal to minus indicates opposite direction. M, mass of the bullet, that equal 0.5 into grams is there. Convert into kgs, 10 power minus 3. Into what is the velocity of the bullet? 200 meters per second by Kepler. I am taking here 5 kg nana. So from that 5 1s are 5 40s. So this point to here 0 cancel. So 4 5s are 20. So 20 into 10 power minus 3. 20 into 10 power minus 3. That is equal to, now you can write as here 20 into 10 power minus 3 means 0.020 meters per second. That is the recoiling speed of the gun. So you have to calculate like that, Nana. So recoiling speed of the gun, you got 0.020. Here minus is there, Nana. That minus indicates opposite direction. For example, bullet is fired from the gun. The bullet is moving with velocity 200 meters per second. What is the momentum of the gun? Not velocity, Nana. I am asking now, what is the momentum of the gun? So here momentum of the gun is equal to the momentum of the bullet. Mass into velocity, nothing but momentum, Nana. Here momentum of the gun, that is equal to momentum of the bullet. So what is the momentum of the bullet? Mass into velocity. Here momentum of the gun is equal to momentum of the bullet. So from that you got the value, Nana. Momentum of the gun equal to momentum of the bullet equal to m into v1, small m v1, mass of the bullet, mass of the velocity. Direct data is there. So 0.5 grams means, Nana, 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 kg into v1 means 200 meters per second. Here this point and this point get cancelled. 20 into 5, 100 into 10 power minus 3. So from there what you get? 0.1. 100 means 10 square. 10 power minus 3 is there. So 10 power minus 1. That means 0.1. Units, Nana, momentum, mass into velocity, kg meter per second. So that is the 0.1 kg meter per second. So what is the ratio of the kinetic energies of the bullet and the gun? After firing, before firing, total system is at rest. That means kinetic energy of the bullet, kinetic energy of the gun is also 0. After firing, what is the ratio of the kinetic energy of the bullet and the kinetic energy of the gun? We know the formula. The kinetic energy is equal to half m v square. Basic formula now. So from that you got here half, I am writing this here m square v square by m. M square v square by m means m cancel. Again you got here same, Nana, half m v square. So m into v, mass into velocity, momentum, Nana. So you can write as here p square by 2m. So in terms of the mass and momentum, the kinetic energy of the body you can write as here k equal to p square by 2m. Now here I am asking what is the ratio of the kinetic energy of the bullet and the gun after firing. So right here the kinetic energy of the gun is equal to, by using the formula, p square by 2m. Momentum of the gun, mass of the gun. Kinetic energy of the bullet is equal to p square by 2m. Momentum of the bullet, mass of the bullet. I am asking ratio, Nana, right here. Here both are having the same momentum. In this case, Nana, momentum of the gun, momentum of the bullet, both are same. That's why get cancelled. And here 2 also cancel. From that what you get here? Mass of the bullet by mass of the gun. Kinetic energy of the gun and kinetic energy of the bullet ratio, you got here mass of the bullet by mass of the gun. Because Nana, here momentum is constant. So when momentum is constant, from this formula k is equal to p square by 2m. From this formula, when momentum is constant, 2 is also constant, then kinetic energy and mass both are inversely proportional. Nana. So you can simply write as here the kinetic energy of the gun by kinetic energy of the bullet. Here mass and kinetic energy both are inversely. So you can write as here mass of the bullet by mass of the gun, because inversely proportional. You can use directly this formula. So that is the ratio of the kinetic energies. So before firing, after firing of the gun. For example, a bullet is fired from the gun with velocity u or v as your wish, with velocity v. When bullet is fired from here, what happened, Nana? The gun is recoiling back with some speed and with some force, Nana. So that's why when firing, you are supporting the gun shoulders, Nana. Shoulder ku మనం support చేసుకొని ఫైర్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. ఎందుకు సపోర్ట్ చేసుకోవాలంటే బుల్లెట్ ముందుకు వెళ్ళిపోయినప్పుడు గన్ ఆటోమేటిక్గా బ్యాక్ వస్తుంది, యాక్షన్ రియాక్షన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ప్రకారం. కాబట్టి షోల్డర్ సపోర్ట్ చేసుకొని మనం ఫైర్ చేస్తుంటాం. మరి ఆ షోల్డర్ మీద మనకు ఎంత ఫోర్స్ డెవలప్ అయింది, ఎంత ఫోర్స్తో గన్ బ్యాక్ వస్తుంది, ఫోర్స్ అంటున్నాయి ఇక్కడ. సో బుల్లెట్ ఈస్ మూవింగ్ విత్ వెలాసిటీ u, మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద బుల్లెట్ ఈస్ m. So I am taking here force acting on the body according to Newton's second law, F is equal to dp by dt. So from that we can write as here P is nana momentum. P is here momentum, nana, mass into velocity. So from that, for example, see I am taking as a d by dt into P means I am taking as a m into v. M into d by dt of m into v. For example, when you are firing one bullet per 1 second, then you got the formula. For n bullets in time dt seconds, then the force acting on the shoulder, that means recoiling force of the gun, we can write down here F is equal to n into m into v. That means we can take as here n into m v by I am taking a t, number of bullets fired per unit time. So we can take as a small n. Capital N is total number of bullets, T is time. I am taking a small n, that means number of bullets per second. N into m v, the force acting on the shoulder due to the recoiling speed of the gun when bullet is moving in forward direction is given by F equal to n into m v. So that is one more application in case of the bullet and gun concept. Now, next here one more important concept is there. What is that, Nana? Explosion of bomb. We can take here explosion of bomb, Nana. So this concept is also depends on the principle of conservation of linear momentum. For example, a bomb of mass m is initially at rest, no problem. You can take as u equal to 0. Now that is exploded into the two pieces, Nana. One piece mass is m1, other piece mass is m2. So the first piece is moving with velocity v1, second piece is moving with velocity v2. Before explosion, after explosion. Before explosion, bomb is at rest. After explosion, that explodes into two pieces and they are traveling in different directions. We don't know in what directions they can travel, Nana, but just they are traveling in different directions. Mass of the first piece m1, mass of the second piece m2, and velocity of the first piece is v1 and velocity of the second piece is v2. Now same concept. What is the ratio of the velocities of the two pieces after explosion, or in what direction they can travel? What is the ratio of the kinetic energies? Whatever it may be, Nana, same concept, Nana. Law of conservation of linear momentum. Before blasting or explosion, bomb is at rest. That's why the momentum of the bomb before explosion is equal to, Nana, momentum of the bomb after explosion. Here also explosion is due to the internal forces, no external force. That's why momentum remains constant. Before explosion, momentum, Nana, here 0 because bomb is initially at rest. After explosion, two pieces is there. So first piece momentum m1 v1, second piece momentum m2 v2. So from that what you get here, m1 v1 is equal to or m2 v2 is equal to, you can write as here m1 v1. This one send this set, you got here minus. And minus indicates these two pieces are traveling in opposite direction. So this is also you can write as here 0 is equal to P1 momentum of the first body, first piece, and P2 momentum of the second piece. Momentum is a vector, that's why you can write as here P1 bar plus P2 bar. Here also you can write m1 v1 bar plus m2 v2 bar. Here velocity is the vector, mass is a scalar, so we keep the bar on only velocity m1 v1 bar plus m2 v2 bar. From that what you get here, m1 v1 is equal to minus m2 v2. Both are traveling in opposite direction. Here momentum of the first piece is equal to the momentum of the second piece, m1. So from this see here we can write as this and this side minus p2 bar is equal to p1 bar. So in direction, both are in opposite direction. With respect to magnitude means take modulus. So when you are taking modulus, this minus also becomes positive. So P2 magnitude, this indicates the direction. I am writing only here modulus of P2 bar is equal to P2, that is equal to P1. That means both are having the same magnitude of momentum. So P2 is equal to, you can write as here m2 v2. P1 means you can write as here m1 v1. Mass of the second piece, mass of the first piece, velocity of the first piece, velocity of the second piece. Here both are traveling in opposite direction, both having the same momentum. From that same concept, what is the ratio of the velocities? For example, I am taking here a ball of mass m, initially at a rest and explode into the two pieces of masses in the ratio 1:2. Masses in the ratio 1:2 1:2. Then what is the ratio of the velocities of the two pieces? Yes, same. From this formula, what you write here? V2 by V1 is equal to M1 by M2. That equal to what is the ratio of the masses in the problem? 1:2. We can write as a 1/2. So from that V2 by V1 equal to 1/2. Ratio of the second and ratio of the first piece. Velocities of the second piece and first piece ratio. We can write as a V2 by V1 that equal to 1/2. For example, bomb is exploded into three pieces. Bomb exploded into three pieces. In that case, same M1, M2, first piece velocity V1, second piece velocity V2. Take one more piece now. We don't know in what direction they can travel. Just taking as a one more piece. I am taking as a M3. So the velocity of this piece I am taking as a V3. According to law of conservation of linear momentum, momentum before blasting is equal to momentum after blasting. Momentum of the first piece, momentum of the second piece, momentum of the third piece. Here momentum is a vector, so we have to keep like this. So the momentum of the third piece or momentum of the first piece, whatever it may be, just you can take as here P3 is equal to, you can write as here P1 bar plus P2 bar. So P3 send this side, you got here minus. That means here the third piece is traveling in the opposite direction of the resultant of these two resultant of the two pieces direction. That means for example, after explosion the bomb, one of the piece is moving along the x-axis with some velocity and one more piece is moving along the y-axis with some more velocity. The third piece is moving along this direction. How can you say here? From this, the third piece is moving in the opposite direction of this two. Right here, P3 bar equal to, no problem, minus of P1 bar plus P2 bar. That means third piece is moving in the opposite direction of these two pieces resultant direction. That means I am taking first piece is moving along this direction, second piece moving along this direction, and third piece direction. Resultant of these two by using the parallelogram law vectors. First we can calculate the resultant direction of these two according to parallelogram law vector, that is given by the diagonal. So This is the resultant of the first and second piece direction, Nana. Third piece direction is opposite to this resultant. That means the third piece moving along this direction with velocity v3. So what is the velocity of the third piece direction? Okay, we can calculate it like this. What is the magnitude? With what velocity it can travel? For example, first piece, here also I am saying, Nana, the bomb explode into the three pieces. The masses are in the ratio 1:2:3. The three pieces masses ratio, Nana, 1:2:3. First piece is moving along the x-axis and second piece is moving along the y-axis with the same velocities. According to my problem, Nana, here the ratio of the masses 1:2:3, and first piece moving along the x-axis and second piece moving along the y-axis with the same velocity. I am taking here v1 is equal to v2 equal to v. Then what is the velocity of the third piece? I am not discussing about direction, only I am discussing about the what is the velocity of the third piece. So with the help of this formula, we can calculate now. See here, what is the formula? P3 bar is equal to minus of P1 bar plus P2 bar. Now I am going to calculate the magnitude now. That's why take mod both side. So from that, P3 means, Nana, momentum of the third piece, M3 V3. That is equal to here mod of P1 bar plus P2 bar. Parallelogram law vector, root of P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta. 2P1 P2 cos theta. According to this problem, Nana, your first piece, second piece are traveling along the x and y. That means the angle between the first piece and second piece is here 90. So cos 90 becomes 0. So from that, what you get here? M3 V3 is equal to root P1 square plus P2 square. That equal to root P1 means, Nana, M1 V1 whole square plus P2 means M2 V2 whole square. So that is the formula, Nana. The momentum of the third piece magnitude, Nana, is given by, this is the formula. So according to this problem, having the masses in the ratio 1:2:3. So ratio is 1:2:3. That means I am taking here C. M1 is equal to M. M2 is equal to 2M. M3 is equal to 3M. Then the Kaplan becomes, Nana, here 6M. Kaplan. What is Kaplan, Nana? Initial mass of the bomb. That means here M1, M2, M3, three pieces add just, Nana, Kaplan Ravani Kante. That is 6M. Sorry. Here M